mindset.
Exactly. So we have Erin Gustafson, right? And Erin is going to share with us her success story with Thinking into Results. We just caught her literally before going away, and she agreed to pop over to inspire you guys because she knows how much you can change and how much you can accomplish with Thinking into Results. So Erin, thank you so much for being here and for taking time out of your busy schedule, even before taking time away with your loved ones.
My pleasure. Always my pleasure.
Beautiful. And so Erin, tell us a little bit about, maybe let's start with those of you that completely don't know you, because we always have a lot of new guests in our masterclasses. Just share a little bit about who you are, what you do, where you live, just a little bit about that.
Okay. I am a mom of 3. I've got all school age kids and they're all learning virtually right now. So that's super fun because I am working my business from home. I have a beauty business. I sell skincare, cosmetics, all, hair care, all of those things. And
Non-smudge lipsticks.
no smudge, nothing
Yes.
comes off. Yeah, all of our makeup doesn't come off. That's our
Drink
selling point.
coffee,
Yep.
no problem.
Yep, we got you hooked.
Yeah.
You are in it. So I've been doing that for the last 3.5 years. I absolutely love it. It has become my passion. I didn't even realize I had such a passion for it until I started doing it. And more than selling it, I love now helping other women grow their businesses and expand their portfolios and grow their confidence and all of those things. So I am really enjoying doing what I'm doing and also being able to stay at home with my kids.
Love it. So tell us a little bit about what actually made you decide to invest in yourself. Where were you at? Where with your results? Like what actually caused that you decided, you know what, I'm just going to do Thinking into Results?
I've told you, like, I've been reading, I've read all the books, I've done all the self-help stuff, but nothing was really sticking. I would make, diligent notes and, okay, this one's going to work, this is going to work. And it just, I would learn things here and there, but nothing really stuck. I've always been really good at what I do as far as sales goes. I've had that background. That's never been an issue. So sales has never been an issue for me. So my business was doing really well, but I'm always ready for the next level.
Yeah.
And in talking to you when we had our group session, our little intimate group Zoom call, I knew something just told me this was going to be different. Something told me when you and I talked one-on-one kind of in that group that, I don't know, you were different. This program was different.
And so, and you mentioned something, you were doing so well, you were successful already, you had sales background. But there was something that you noticed as well, I think, when you joined, that you were not recruiting that many people. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yeah. So that was where I did feel stuck. So I knew that was one of those things that I needed help with. Where again, I've been reading all the books, I've been, listening to all the business information and advice and everything. And something just wasn't clicking as far as recruiting and sponsoring and offering the opportunity. I felt stuck in that I didn't have enough confidence in that to offer somebody the opportunity. I felt like I was bugging people, or, that stigma, that paradigm was there.
And I think the things that everybody wants to know, share with us your biggest results. What have you accomplished? There's so many. Let's start with the main ones. Like, what do you feel that are the biggest successes so far from doing Thinking into Results?
Well, one that maybe you don't even know about. I feel like every time I talk to you, there's something new. So when I made my initial goals with you in July, you kept telling me to stretch. And I couldn't stretch. It was really hard to really think about what I wanted and what I was dreaming of. And really, ultimately, it's a rank kind of thing in our company, which is called Ultimate Royal. And that includes a sales goal a recruiting goal and a team sales goal. And I put it out there as my goal. Like, okay, this is something that's going to happen in a few years, but it's there. I'm going to reach for it. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to change my mindset. I'm going to work on this program, and it's going to get me there eventually. I'm 3 girls away from hitting that goal.
Oh my God. And how long are you in the program?
Yeah, since July.
And
I still have until the end of March. And sponsoring was one of my biggest challenges. And this goal, the bar is set at 20 women for the year, and I've sponsored 17. So yeah, and not just 17, but 17 women that are actually doing something with their businesses. Because there's a big difference between sponsoring and sponsoring runners, which is what we call them.
Yeah, I love that name, runners.
Runners. We want them to be runners with us. I'm a runner. They can be joggers, they can be walkers, but we want runners. So yeah. Aside from that, so that's just like the one that I'm like really, really like, I cannot believe I was them last night. Yeah.
This will take you 3 years.
I thought it was gonna, I was like, maybe like 2024. Okay. It's happening in 2021 of all years, with this crazy stuff going on. I bought my husband a truck. Just the monetary gains is crazy. I'm going to Hawaii, paid for by the company, 3/4 of the way paid for by the company. There's certain marks, but yes, they are paying for the majority of my trip to Hawaii, and my husband's going with me. I'm constantly hitting the sales goals, the top sales bars I'm reaching. So yeah, monetarily, it's been insane. I don't worry about spending money anymore. You've taught me not to worry about spending money. I'm treating myself, and it's coming back.
I love it. Can you share with us your first month experience?
So I started halfway through July, and I think you're more giddy than I am about this. Look at you. I started halfway through July, and
I tell you a little secret. Me and my team of success advisors, because the master classes tend to be super intense, we dance, and we just.
I've seen you.
And I dance to a very silly song. So yes, I am feeling a little bit joyful.
So I started with you, I think July 17th. I ended July, so only a couple weeks into, I ended July as my top sales for the last 3 years that I'd been doing the business at that time. In 2 weeks. It was crazy. As soon as I made the decision to join, I don't know, and I feel like this happens to everyone that puts in the work, that does what you tell them to do, because that you have to do what you say to do. But I feel like I've heard that from all of my friends that have joined, my colleagues, affiliates, like all the people that I've talked to. It's one of those things where you make the decision, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know how this is happening, but it's happening. And you know what I mean? So that's
new results every single time.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about your team success, because just lately you have shared phenomenal success. So you went from someone who was barely recruiting to someone. Tell us a little bit about where your team, where they ended right now, their year.
Yeah. So, and it's still like every time I go in, every day I check my numbers, because how are you, but you got to measure yourself, see where you're at. And it keeps me motivated. My team has tripled their sales in the last year, and we still have a few months to go. And there's still, it's growing so fast. It's mind-boggling how fast my team sales are going, which means I get to go on more trips and get more payments towards the truck that I bought my husband. Like all of those things, it's all a domino effect.
Are you open to share the sales volume, or is it too private? Because
my team sales?
Yeah.
So my team sales are at, we've sold almost $415,000 in the last 10 months. My personal sales, I just hit 80,000 for the year. So,
and what was let's compare to previous year, what was the team sales for the previous year?
I think it was like 90 90, what was it? One something. It was
Yeah.
it was like around the 100,000 area.
So you went 4 times. You
Yeah.
4 team sales.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so much. You
Yeah.
don't even stop and think about it, right?
I when you ask me to do this every time, that's when I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
You don't like you just keep going. You just keep pushing for those goals.
Yeah.
And I feel like until I hit that ultimate goal of retiring Tom, I'm not going to stop to really go, wow. You know what I mean?
But we should, at least
I know.
we should, because you've accomplished some phenomenal things. And I know there's at least 10 people watching you right now who want what you've got. And maybe they don't know how to get it, or maybe they tried and it's just not working out for them. And seriously, guys, the condition is you put in the work. So just like what Erin says, but some of you may be thinking, oh God, it's going to take me tons of time. 20 minutes twice a day, you listen to an MP3, even while you're driving, exercising, or walking your cat or dog. And then 20 minutes per day, you sit down and write. But you do that for the rest of your life. So for me, thinking into results is not a chore. It's not a course where you absorb information. Is a tool to retrain your mind to basically get what you want, the type of clients you want, the type of recruitment you want, the type of, the sales you want, everything you want. You program your mind to do this, because your mind is like an autopilot. When you program something in there, it will go there and it will come back. Mm-hmm. So Erin, you also have a really cool story about how you made the investment. So today I was just on the video here sharing how when people make a decision, there is that decision and there is that internal voice. Oh, I shouldn't be because, right?
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit about that? What that process was for you, what the voice with the paradigm was saying, and how did you actually flip it?
Yeah. And I didn't realize I even had this until the first masterclass.
Yeah.
And that was a few weeks after I joined. So I grew up with parents who, my father worked, my mom stayed home with us, and he was a saver. We didn't get to do anything fun, or he was saving for a vacation, one vacation a year. He would work to the bone Monday through Friday. He'd be gone out of town. He was a salesman. He would be gone, and he would only come back on the weekends. And it was tough for him to come back into the family atmosphere, being gone all week. But anyway, he would hold on to his money until that one vacation a year. We'd go on vacation. It was an amazing vacation. And then we'd wait again for the next year. My parents didn't spend a lot of money. There was a very big, I think they were house poor. If I really, really think about it, they had their money in certain areas and that was it. We couldn't go beyond that. So I grew up with that, and all the money that I've made had made so far since July, I kind of did the same thing. I put it into savings. I'm like, I'm just going to keep it there just in case. I don't know,
yeah,
I'm just keeping it there. I'm keeping it there. I'm not touching it. And so when we talked in July and you presented me with the opportunity after we had set goals together and I knew something was different. You put the money, the figure out there, and I was like, oh, I know it's there. I could just give it to her, but wow.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah. What if I need it? What if it, where is that, if I give that there, it's not going to be here anymore. It's not going to be like my security blanket anymore. Mm-hmm. So that was tough. That was really hard. But once I did, it really felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders when I did. It was really weird.
Why do you think you actually did? Why did you do it despite of what the paradigm was saying?
Because like you say in all of your master classes, you say it all the time. It's your gut. You have to trust your gut. And I have learned in the last, however long we've been working together, I don't even know. I'm almost done with the program at this point. Yeah. That my gut is telling me all the right things. Mm-hmm. And since I've started following my gut, that's when I've gotten these results.
I love it.
Every single thing that comes into my head now, every single thought, I'm like, all right, I guess I got to do it.
Yeah.
And when I do, I mean, you learn, you either fail or you succeed. And most of the time, these thoughts are leading me in the right path.
Mm-hmm. And we also had one specialized knowledge, one kind of question. Someone was in network marketing and they were like, I don't know how to grow my team. You know, I don't know how to recruit, the how. Can you share a little bit about the benefits of masterminding and what mastermind is?
Yeah. So, you mean my weekly,
The
my
mastermind
weekly
call,
meeting?
yeah. So
Yeah, the call.
for
Okay.
someone who has no idea how to, let's say maybe their upline is not active and they just
Oh,
need
yeah.
to brainstorm with someone, you know, like how do I reach out to people to recruit? How do I run a conversation? Can you just share a little bit about the benefit of actually brainstorming with other network marketers?
Yeah, with like-minded people. Yeah, it's really nice to have this network provided for us, because everybody is in this program, whether they've just started or they've been in it for a really long time. So you know that these are people that have goals, that are driven, that just want to see you succeed. It's not like talking to your mom. It's not like talking to your dad. They're not on the same wavelength. It's hard to be on the same wavelength as a lot of people. So to be in this program with a bunch of other people, that have this, have goals, are driven, all of those things, it's so nice to be able to bounce ideas off of them and to get ideas from them. You just say like, hey, I'm having a problem with this, or hey, I'm doing this, it's coming up. What do you suggest, or what have you done, or whatever that may be. And it's not just them helping, like me getting help from them. We're all helping each other. And so that feels good too. It feels good to be able to, everything that I've learned, to be able to help somebody else with that. I'm really enjoying, I lead a masterclass on Fridays, and I'm really enjoying doing that because I feel like I'm helping others and they're helping me, and we're just one big team.
Love it. So for those of you who have specialized knowledge questions, you can receive a lot of it from me, but you also have these special weekly brainstorming sessions with people who have same goals. So if you are a network marketer and your goal is around that, you're going to brainstorm with other network marketers. Some of them will be further down the line than you are. If you're a coach, you're going to be brainstorming with coaches, investor, online shopper. There's like everything you do, we probably have a mastermind for it, including relationships. Like seriously, we have everything. So whatever you need, you're going to have people with similar goals who can give you some tips and pointers, and you're never on your own again. Even if, let's say, you don't have someone to learn from, maybe your upline is completely not doing much, you need those people around you to pick their brains.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it, Erin. I think, from me, guys, if you're watching this and you might have similar story to Erin. You might be in network marketing. You might want to go to next level. Maybe you're someone who is already successful, but you just want to go to that next level. I think every successful person wants to go to next level.
Mm-hmm.
And if you resonate with Erin's story, I mean, the only condition to succeed with this is do the work. So this is a teamwork. I always say this is like Mr. Miyagi and Karate Kid, right? Like I just pass on the tools that I've learned from Bob Proctor that I've applied, and I help you apply them. You do the work, you're responsible for your success, and you bear the fruit of your success, but you have me help you. And the beauty of this is, sometimes people ask, what's the difference between mentor and a life coach? There's a huge difference. Life coach, you will meet that person for the rest of your life because you will need them. Whereas with us, it's like, I give you the tools, you follow instructions, you discover how to work through it yourself. And after 9 months, you don't need me. You can have me if you want to go speed up again, but you don't need me. You can multiply on your own. So if you want that proven formula, that roadmap, if you want someone to point things out for you, shortcuts, how to not waste time or money, how to not make mistakes that other people are making and just go super fast and achieve 3 years goal in 6 months, then just make a decision and click the button. Because seriously, there is such a huge success on the other side of that button. Just give yourself that gift. It doesn't matter whether you need to break some habits of hoarding money. I promise you this money comes back to you, and Erin is a perfect proof. Erin, do you have some final words for those that are on the fence and like, should I not?
Well, I think from when I talk to people about this program, the two things they ask is like, it's about the money, of course.
Yeah.
So, it's an investment, and aren't you worth it? Like, all I can say is, aren't you worth it?
Yeah.
Your life is worth it. Your business is worth it. You're worth it. So just that shouldn't be even a question. The other question is the time, and you addressed some of that. And how am I going to find time? Like, I have 3 kids who are all virtually learning. A couple of, some of it, I have to, put my time into those classes with them sometimes, because it's hard. Virtual learning is hard. So I don't have a lot of time either, but you find the time here and there. While I'm showering, I'm listening to Bob. Bob is in my bathroom. When I'm at night, I take 20 minutes and I go, and it's the best way to shut down at night, to listen to the affirmations and all of the things that you do, and write your thoughts down, to start your day with gratitude. You find these little moments in your day, and it just improves your day. If you're having a bad day, you go put to use these tools that that you've given. Spend 5 minutes on one of them, and it just improves your day, and then it improves your business because of that. So, I mean, I guess both. It's worth it. It's worth the money investment. It's worth the time investment, because you are worth it.
I love that.
That's all I can really say.
I was sharing earlier about the return on investment. Just think about how much your income changed. I mean, that 6,000 was nothing to compare with what you got back within the 6 to 9 months working together. And that's what wealthy people do. They don't ask themselves, what do I need to put in? They ask themselves exactly what Erin says, is it worth it? With regards to time, yes, you're going to do 20 minutes repetition twice a day and then 20 minutes of writing, but you're going to cut out 25% of your time, which is nonsense. That doesn't give you money or sales. So, is it worth it? I think it's a no-brainer. So thank you so much, Erin. Have a lovely time away. I hope you get a lot of rest. And thank you once again for a fabulous success story. Take care.
Thank you.